Hi, thank you for stopping by or stopping by again. I do appreciate it, especially subscribing. I really appreciate anyone that takes the time to hit that button. Not many free things in this world, but subscribing is. Well, hopefully they'll never change that. Anyway, so I thought I was going to finish all the little gnome keychain danglers, but I started working on them and I glanced over to the left and there was another one sitting there, but I'll just do that one without recording it, because how many gnomes do you really need to see? They're fun to do. I think that I've decided that I'm going to coat them with UV resin. So I've got resin. I just can't seem to put my fingers on where I put the UV resin, because when I thought I was going to move, chemicals you don't screw around with, so I know I put it in a safe place. My trouble is there's so many safe places that I could put things that sometimes I just can't find them for a very long time. I'm not going to buy any new because it's a brand new bottle of UV resin, or it was when I bought it. It hasn't been opened, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's been a busy day. It's been a good day. Sometimes I don't feel like going outside. Sometimes it's hard, and I think it's because I haven't worked for coming up to a year now, and I think I'm getting kind of shy of people, so I'm trying to force myself to go outside. So today I went outside and pulled some more of those weeds, and that's why I probably sound funny, because there's goldenrod and some other weird white flower. It's a pretty little flower, about the size of a quarter, but it has a very angular, the top of the petals are kind of squarish, but they're a circular little flower. No idea what they are, and I'm sure they're a weed, so I'm not even going to look them up. The bees like them, so that's why I like to go out like mid-morning when the bees are gone somewhere else. At least I don't see them in mid-morning, and I can't do it at night, obviously. But yes, I went out and did some weeding. I'm trying to get ready to go up north for Thanksgiving, so I did the weeding, and I made some soup, some nice homemade soup, so I have something to eat the rest of the week. And what else did I? Oh, and I made chocolate fudge with walnuts in it, because I absolutely adore walnuts. And I found this great recipe online, and it's only 2 ingredients. Unless you put the walnuts in, then it's 3. All it is Eagle brand milk or any other sweetened condensed milk, and a bag of semi-sweet chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate chips. You put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then you stir it around, and then you put it in for 20 seconds, and if everything still hasn't, like if the chocolate still hasn't broken down, then you put it in for 10 seconds each. I don't remember the name of the lady, but I think it was something Country Kitchen. I think she's got a really big channel. I mean, millions and millions of subscribers. And she seems like a really nice lady. What I mean, like a nice, honest country lady. I wish I could remember her name. Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Anyway, it's something Country Kitchen, I think. And and I said about putting it in the microwave, and then I just line, like I have a loaf pan. I have several loaf pans. Sometimes I use the metal one, sometimes I use the glass one. but I always line it with parchment because apparently it's hard to get out of the pan if you don't line it with parchment. So the fudge is done. That's a special treat for my friend's husband who, anyway, he just wanted something just for himself. So I'm going to give him a half a block, which is probably like a pound of the chocolate fudge, and he can have that all by himself. And then I'm bringing sweets, so I'm just going to make chocolate chip cookies. So I've taken out the butter and the shortening because I always combine butter and shortening equal parts. And it always, well, not shortening, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I use butter and lard. There's no way you could ever make this vegan, even if you wanted to. Vegan? Anyway, there's no way you could do it because there's eggs, there's milk in the butter, there's lard or shortening. But even if you took the shortening or the lard out, you still have to have the butter and you still have to have the eggs. And I'm sure that you can make them with all kinds of substitutes, but it wouldn't be the best darn chocolate chip cookies in the world. And that's what I make, is the best darn chocolate chip cookies in the world. So, yeah, I've been having fun doing that. I'm thinking about bringing something else, but I'm not sure what because the pantry's getting low. And, you know, I've been eating a lot of rice lately. I could make rice pudding, but that's something that people are very fussy about. And these people, I don't think are rice pudding people or bread pudding people. Bread pudding and rice pudding are such great desserts. I was thinking of a peach cobbler or an apple cobbler, except when I went grocery shopping, I didn't buy any apples. And I stood there and I looked at the apples and thought, I need apples, but nope, I didn't bother. Anyway, none of this is about diamond painting. I just tend to go off on a tangent. But yeah, these little danglers are kind of growing on me. I looked at the ones that I did earlier, and I'm really appreciating how cute they are. And I still haven't hung one on my purse, but I'll get around to that someday. I'm not going to hang any of them until I get them sealed, and I want to do that with the UV resin. So I will do that. I hope. I don't know what's wrong with my head. But I knew that I put it in a safe place because, and it's funny because I have one corner in the basement. It's in like a little room. And on that shelf, I have like varnishes and like chemicals. They're on that shelf. My micas and colorants are all there. And I don't know why I would have put it anywhere else. And if I coat these, I'm not coloring them. Absolutely not, because they're just too pretty to use colored resin on. But I do have a lot of colorants. Some were from soap making, some were from resin. I've got my chemical glasses. I still have to find my respirator. All resins, all chemicals. If you're using any chemicals, apart from like the normal household cleaning chemicals, you really should be wearing a respirator. You shouldn't be screwing around with your lungs. And if you have allergies, you know how tough it is if your lungs aren't working great. So yeah, you have to use a respirator, and it's always good to have some kind of chemical protection from your eyes because you just don't know when things are going to go wrong, and you don't want to take a chance with your eyes or your lungs. Yeah, so I'm going to do some resin too. Probably not until after Thanksgiving. I've got some diamonds that stick together, the little drills, and I've tried taking them apart. I mean, I could smash them, but when you do, they just fly all over the place. So I've got that little like turner grinder thing mold. So I'm going to make one of those because I think that will be a useful thing to make. And then I've got some bottles to make. I've got an octopus I've been dreaming about making forever, and a clock. But the clock's going to need some work because it's going to be a very beautiful clock. But I just want to finesse the mold a little bit so that it's the way that I like it. So that's going to be fun to do. I'll be sure to let you all know when I'm going to do some resin. I've still got 5 million diamond paintings to do. And I'm not, well, I'm kidding about the 5 million. I have a lot. And I think there's probably maybe as many as 20. And that does not include these danglers. I think there's about 7 of those left. And then there's a set of coasters to do. So yeah, I've got a lot of diamond paintings to do. But I'm going to see how much we can get done by the end of the year. And but I do want to do some other things as well. I've been looking for my corking too, and I can't find that anywhere. That's something that I don't think a lot of people know what it is. Maybe people my age do. Certainly people my age do. But yeah, that'll be a fun thing to kind of get into. I was going to make like a foot warmer for the bottom of my bed, but I might make a rug or a small like lap throw, but I've already started working on it, and so behind the times. But I'm keeping busy all day. I hope you guys are too. Get up, get around, do your thing. I pulled out my crayons the other day, and my coloring books. I've got about, I don't know how many coloring books, but yeah, I've been doing that. And yeah, I've been keeping myself busy, but with diamond paintings and coloring books and all the other arts and crafts, it's kind of like sit down time. So I've been making an effort to walk around more and get some exercise. We all need some exercise, and we all need some fiber, but I'm not good at getting fiber into my diet. I try my best, but you know, we can only do what we can do. And most Canadians are low on fiber anyway. But like, I'm not having any problems in that area. I drink lots of water. I've cut down coffee a bit. I'm only having like, instead of having a 12 ounce cup of coffee, I've cut it down to 8, but I'm still having the same number of cups. So I'm saving a little bit on coffee drinking. Anyway, that's the health update and all the other talking thingies. But yeah, I think these little gnomes are cute. But I'll do the third one offline, and because I've got several others to do. And I hope I see you soon. Take care and subscribe. Bye-bye.